We've just come home and they've got a new rabbit and I don't know, we think maybe...
We just found her in the garage.
Her leg's sort of, almost off, like the back hind leg, so we don't know what's happening.
Alice is the much-loved first pet of Pia and Mimi.
Come through straight away.
Mum Nikki and her distraught daughters came home to find their bunny with horrific leg injuries.
You just got home just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I just literally raced up as soon as I saw her. I just grabbed her, put her in the... It's all right, darling. I just put her in the... in the hutch. It's okay.
So no idea what could have caused it?
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know whether she's tried to get herself through a really ridiculous space and it's... I don't know.
She's got a big skin tear on the side of the body there. Legs hanging really loose, which is a big concern. They can sometimes panic themselves and do things that make no sense, and if they get stuck in a particular place, they can push themselves or leap off and catch themselves on something. But I just don't know at this stage what she's done. My priority really has to be to stabilise her first, and then we'll go looking for injuries next. Right now, I just need to make sure she's going to pull through this. Erin, can I have a hand?
Yeah, sure.
She's got a really fast heart rate, so she's quite shocky. This is some saline, which is just going to go straight underneath the skin there, and she'll absorb that really quickly. The goal of this is really to go into a bloodstream almost immediately and try to boost her blood pressure. If we can do that, it just keeps that blood circulating and really keeps her alive.
He's going to do absolutely everything he can, okay?
There are two little girls that really want you to come home, okay? So how about we work together as a team and make that happen, huh? This is just your worst nightmare. I mean, you're so concerned about Alice, but at the same time, those girls, it's their first ever pet, and this shouldn't be how it is.
To make Alice better, okay, sweetheart? All right?
Good girl. Good girl.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, a 5-year-old Cooley is being carried straight to the treatment room by her owner George and emergency vet Lisa Chimes. The distressed Ash has suddenly lost the use of her back legs.
Can you give me a hand? Just going to give her a little injection. Some sedation. She's clearly getting quite stressed about not being able to use her back legs.
Lisa fears toxin from a potentially lethal paralysis tick has attacked Ash's nervous system and immobilised her.
What a paralysis tick does is it jumps onto the animal and it starts sucking off their blood, and as it's feeding off their blood it injects the toxin into their system, and the toxin causes paralysis and it can actually paralyse the breathing muscles. No matter what we do to treat her, if we don't pull this tick off, it's just going to keep injecting the toxin into her system. You're a good girl, don't stress, don't stress. If you don't want to do it, we won't do it. Oh, you're a good girl. A little bit of handling from us that makes her stressed could be the difference between life or death.
Okay, all right, so she's hanging in there. She's been a tough little girl.
14-week-old Alice is struggling to survive a terrible trauma. Both her back legs have been mutilated.
She's just resting in a cage at the moment, which is the best thing for her. The reason she's being so tough out there and being so brave is because she knows how much you love her, okay?
She's a gorgeous little thing. She's beautiful. We love her. So yeah, it's devastating. It's devastating.
As Nikki takes the girls home to wait for news, Chris begins x-raying Alice.
Go on, it's scary. This is where our worry is. That's the one with a big gash in it. This one here, it's intact. But here, on that leg that looks awful and is just hanging free, we've got a big fracture there. The big test really is if she doesn't feel any pain in her toes, it means the nerve's been severed as well, and that leg would have to come off. You're just going to go in here.
Alice needs to rest and recover from the shock. She must stabilise before Chris can treat her injuries.
You just relax there.
Later that afternoon, Nikki brings the girls back to the clinic with get well messages for their young bunny.
I love you, Alice, from your best friend, Mimi.
It's very sweet. So we put that one there. It's beautiful. Hey, she's having a read now.
Sadly, there's news that Chris doesn't want the little girls to hear.
That leg, I think, is probably going to have to come off.
Yeah.
If she does pull through, I'd probably operate on her tomorrow. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Pia. Thank you, Minnie. Okay, we're going to work really hard to make everything okay. All right?
You normally always find them. Serena's our tick-finding queen. Really
At Sash, Lisa and Serena are searching for the deadly tick they believe is causing Ash's paralysis.
Might have already dropped off as well.
It's possible. There is like
Finally,
a lump there.
they discover what looks like a tick crater.
They've got like almost like claws coming off their mouth where they hook into the skin and that's how they suck the blood. And they leave behind a really nasty little hole in the skin.
Before the anti-serum treatment begins, owner George is allowed a quick visit.
So it's definitely a hole.
Yeah. Turns out this is not Ash's first
possible.
hospital visit. When she was only one, a broken leg cost her owners $4,000 in medical bills.
Whatever you do, look after the legs.
We will. The precious,
$4,000
expensive
worth of leg.
legs.
So we've decided we're keeping her for 20 years. If she dies ahead of time, I'm getting her stuffed.
All right, baby girl.
She's a fantastic dog. Crazy as, but a lovable dog.
And the tail is still wagging. Sometimes they can get worse in the first 24 hours. Her breathing can get worse and she may need to even go on a ventilator. So we really, really need to watch her.
Next day at the Bondi clinic, Alice needs more time to recover before Chris can begin surgery on her badly damaged legs.
Heart's a bit slower, isn't it? It's better.
While the bunny is resting, another fluffy creature has mysteriously entered the premises.
Who's that? Hello?
She doesn't have an appointment,
Hey, buddy. Can I help you? And gone.
and she doesn't appear to have an owner.
Maybe she's out of work and wants a job, I don't know.
We've never employed a dog before, you see. This sort of breaks all the rules. And, I mean, I guess you'd be able to talk their language.
What's there?
And you'd be doing them out of a job.
I know. We'll see if we can find your mum and dad. Hello, it's Neil here from Bondi Junction Vet Hospital. You've lost a little dog called Lollipop. She's just dropped in for a visit, so if you'd like to come and pick her up, that would be great. Okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Dogs don't typically walk in without their owners. Normally their owners have to drag them in here. The vet clinic is not the place to be for an animal.
At Sash, paralysis tick victim Ash still can't walk, but a visit from her owner Wendy is instantly lifting her spirits.
She's just starting to get some strength back in the back legs, but she still can't really stand up. She can sort of army crawl along the ground.
The fact that she can't make a noise and swallow and things is worrying, and the fact that she's not bouncing all around the room, because that's the sort of dog she is. She's just a nutter.
Hi. You're the centre of attention, Bobby.
You just be getting
Trying so hard to get up.
Well, it's very hard for her to sit still. Yeah, she never stops. My mum's had a dog die of a tick thing, and would hate that to happen to this one. So, rather anxious, because life without a dog isn't quite the same.
Hey Neil, any word yet, mate?
Yeah, no, the lady's just arrived already. Here we go.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Meanwhile, Lollipop's owner Clarissa has arrived to reclaim her runaway.
I just adopted her. She'd been abandoned by every single owner that she had because she just keeps running. So no one wanted to keep her.
Yeah.
I just fell in love with her straight away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're back.
It's certainly turning out to be an eventful day for Chris.
Excuse me, my daughter wants to know, are you married? She's 23 and she's gorgeous looking. She wants to know your working hours here. I said, why don't you ring and speak with Neil? And she's gorgeous looking. No, we didn't set it up, did we?
Nothing to do with me. No. Chris is getting all these proposals. What about me? What do I get? Nothing. It's all Chris Brown.
Get back to work, Neil. I think someone needs some emotional intensive care.
The next morning, things get a lot more serious at the clinic as Chris and Neil prepare Alice for her major surgery.
Yeah, see, mate, this one's really...
Yeah, not good.
Floppy there.
The 14-week-old bunny was found at home with shocking injuries to her back legs.
She has no idea that I'm doing that.
No.
That leg, it just can't stay there. She's just going to drag it around, cause injuries to herself. So, I hate to say it does have to come off.
This isn't going to be an easy operation. You look at Alice and you can see that she's small. And because of that, everything is so delicate. She can't afford to lose much blood because she doesn't really have a lot to start with. Somehow she's already managed to cope with all this shock and all this trauma. I just hope she's got enough fight left in her to handle this surgery.
Who's happier today? Oh my goodness! Look at you! Who can walk?
Ash is slowly recovering from her tick bite. 2 days ago, the coolie was rushed into Sash, paralysed in her back legs.
Ash, I know you can walk now. You go back to bed for some more rest.
Now she's back on her feet, but still has one important test to pass before she's given the all clear.
The tick has paralysed her swallow reflex, so she hasn't been able to eat for a few days, and I want to see if she can now eat now that she's becoming a little bit stronger. It's a big test. She has to stay in hospital until she can eat normally. What have I got? What have I got? Take it very slowly. Wait. Oh my God. Wait, Ash. All right. She's definitely getting her pace back. Scared to put my fingers there. She's quick. You're quick. Looking forward to seeing her when she's back to her normal self. I think she is going to be a lunatic.
First thing you always have to do here is just work out where the big beating arteries are, because they're the ones that if you nick them, Alice is going to be in trouble really quickly.
Yeah, it's really tricky. They're just so sensitive, you just have to do tiny increments.
In the Bondi operating theatre, Chris is about to begin the delicate amputation of Alice's back leg. The little bunny is the first pet of Pia and Mimi.
To know what those two little girls have just been through, coming home and discovering Alice looking like that, of course it's going to put more pressure on you to try to make that better, to try to give them their little Alice back. So what that work's really been leading to, just trying to clear away the blood vessels and the muscles so we can get at this bone here. Now, it's not the nicest thing for Alice, but this bit is really essential. Sorry, Alice. That leg's now off. Wound's been nicely sewed up, so now we move on to the other leg.
But as Chris begins work on Alice's other leg, her heart suddenly stops.
Just stop for a second. I don't know if I've got a heartbeat though. No. No.
For nearly 10 minutes, Chris and Neil desperately try to revive Alice. Finally, they get her back.
Yep, it's there.
So I'm just going to really faint heartbeat here. It's quite slow. I'm just trying to stimulate him with some atropine to try to quicken up his heart.
Just a few minutes later, the bunny slips away again.
No.
Stop?
No, stop.
Stop?
Stop.
With precious seconds ticking by, Chris is again trying everything he can to kickstart Alice's heart. For 15 minutes, he refuses to give up.
Come on, buddy. Come on, man. Surprise us all, mate. She's young, she's fragile, she's already been through a lot, and it just suddenly was too much for her, and it's absolutely as gutting a feeling as you can get. You think about Peter and Mimi and
and it's great news for Ash and her grateful owner Wendy. The crazy coolie was carried into Sash, unable to walk after the toxin from a tick bite paralysed her back legs. Now Ash has made a full recovery and is back doing her favourite tricks.
Weave. Tunnel! I love to see her back in the park doing the things that she adores, and we just have so much fun.
probably guess who this little guy's for. I'm just really hoping that this is just the best possible surprise for Pia and Mimi. I think they deserve it.
It's been 2 months since Pia and Mimi's pet rabbit passed away. Little Alice suffered horrific injuries to her back legs and sadly died during surgery.
My biggest fear throughout all of this was that Pia and Mimi would really lose faith and be scared to ever connect with anything living again.
Hey, your mum and I were talking, and we think that it's not right that you girls don't have a little bunny to love in your lives. I think they quite literally thought I'd pulled a rabbit out of my hat.
I think they're in total shock.
Then I just saw its ears and its eyes, and then I just recognised it, and I was like, whoa, that's a rabbit.
He's a little boy.
It's a boy, guys.
I just watched their faces go from this absolute look of surprise to all of a sudden their eyes soften and this little smile come over their face, and you knew it was meant to be. If you had to choose a name for a boy rabbit, what do you think?
Chris, because he helped us.
Really?
I had to choose that name because that was all I could think of.
Christopher Rabbit. That's pretty cute.
Nikki's a great mum, really taking time before they even considered getting another pet. I think he's spot on. You've got to be honest, but at the same time, you have to eventually let them love again, and she's done that.
At the Bondi clinic, Jen's anxiously waiting for her appointment with Chris.
I'm very nervous. She's only 2 and this wasn't meant to happen.
English Pointer Jewel looks pregnant, and it was definitely unplanned.
That's why we're here, right?
Yes. She doesn't belong to me. She's my son's dog.
Yeah.
And he left her in my charge while he went overseas to work. And she got out with our dog, and I'm not quite sure what she's been up to. I have a bit of an idea.
You'd expect that I'd be able to touch her stomach and feel the puppies, but her belly wall is so tight, I can't feel a thing.
X-rays will confirm whether this is a phantom pregnancy or the real thing.
It's a big moment, Jen. You see her? She has a football team inside of her.
Oh dear.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How can they all be in there? How can...
11 puppies is going to be a huge ask on Jewel, and the reality is if she was desexed, she would never have been put in this situation. The world's already got enough puppies that don't have homes. We probably don't need to add to it with any more. But you look at Jen right now, I don't think this is going to be a mistake she'd make twice.
Hello.
With the pregnancy confirmed, Jen now has to come clean to her son.
Edie thinks there might be about 11 in there.
11 puppies?
Yeah. Oh.
So I guess I should say congratulations.
Yes. No, do you want a dog?
It's going to be hard. My son's away. My husband's away working. It's just us. I really don't know that I can cope with it on my own. I would hate to think that she got into distress and we had trouble.
While Jen and Jewel go home for the countdown, Chris is on his way to the Australian Reptile Park for a consultation he's not too keen on.
That is our big male King Cobra.
Mate, I can see his problem already too. Is that a retained spectacle there?
Yeah, very obvious, isn't it?
Nicknamed King of the Jungle, the 5-metre cobra is one of the world's most dangerous snakes.
Doesn't look too happy. The problem with the King of the Jungle is the fact that when he shed his skin, he left a couple of scales over his eye. Because he can't see out of his right side, he freaks out and he's liable to strike, which makes him dangerous.
The scales have to be removed, and that means trouble for head keeper Tim Faulkner.
The amount of venom that gets pumped into you from a bite from that is so much that it outweighs toxicity in some cases, and you do not want to get bitten. You know, I'm not catching him. He is beyond me. He needs the master.
It's not me.
The master is the owner of the Australian Reptile Park, John Weigel.
He's crazy. I wouldn't say that he's mad. He certainly doesn't take risks. It's all calculated and he knows what he's doing.
The biggest problem is that there's so much snake here to work with in such a small area.
You know the King's not mucking around when you see him actually have a little strike at John. Now, if that was me, I'd be backing off and just thinking this just isn't going to happen today.
The position you put the snake in by going in there, it's going to bite.
After several attempts, John finally pins down the formidable cobra.
So I'm going to need some help with this snake, guys.
Given how venomous these snakes are and how much venom they inject, we're also going to milk him, so if he was to bite someone, mainly us or other keepers, it's going to be a lot less dangerous.
Oh, look at that.
Holy moly.
See those fangs just injecting in. As far as procedures go, it's actually not that complicated. You're just getting some tweezers and lifting that scale off the eye. But you have all these conflicting emotions and energy inside you going, get out of there as soon as you can. So it's a matter of being gentle, precise, and quick. He's getting his first look at me and he doesn't like it. Oh, look at that.
That's got to be 4 layers.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
So now comes the fun part, getting rid of the snake. Okay, everybody hop out. Okay, we ready with the door, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, operation successful. What we wanted to do was to get the snake out without scaring it too much and without sustaining a world newsworthy bite. It worked out perfectly. I think we have a happier snake on our hands now.
There's a threshold that you have to decide to cross.
Yeah.
I don't think I could cross it. Would you cross it?
We decided that threshold was sanity.
Yeah.
And you'd gone actually beyond that. Tim said he's crazy, but he's not mad. No, he's crazy and he's mad.
It's time for Chris to head home.
Come on in.
But not before Tim introduces him to the reptile park's newest resident.
We've got a little cutie in here, mate.
Barry, the baby wombat.
He's a little orphan. He came from Scone. His mother was hit by a car.
There's something about wombats. Cuteness just exudes out of their big fat heads and their short stumpy legs. Essentially, Barry has a drinking problem. This is quite possibly the best part of your day, isn't it, Barry? Look at you. Could be the best part of my day as well. He drinks too quickly and then he's just knackered and needs to sleep it off. His milk, he's just got to learn that no one's going to take his bottle away.
So how's everything going?
Yeah, she's okay. She's had one.
Yep.
But nothing since.
Okay.
2 days after Jules' visit to the clinic, a call from owner Jen gets Chris out of bed.
Just try to keep it calm. Is she pushing at the moment?
Jules' huge litter of pups is on the way.
Hello? Hello. You're Dad, aren't you? So we've had one?
Yes.
And nothing since? You take a number early, did you? First in the queue. We're now at about 2.5 hours since the first puppy was delivered. I mean, that's not ideal. You'd normally like them to be followed up pretty quickly, usually within about half an hour. Dad's just getting involved when he needs to, come out and saying, hey, Jill, I'm loving your work right now. You're doing great. If you need me, I'm inside. But until the next one's delivered, I'll probably be asleep. But keep up the good work. This is going to be a very long process. I'm just weighing up right now whether I intervene, whether I actually give her an injection of something to really stimulate those contractions to come on. Just remembering how much longer she still has to be in labour for.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, Joseph and Judy are in damage control after a freak accident at home. Their 11-year-old daughter Rose has fallen on their puppy and appears to have broken his leg.
She was very upset, really teary and just basically devastated. And she kept on saying to me, it's an accident, it's an accident.
Oh, little man. Oh. Without even putting much pressure on that, I can feel some crunching there. So he's got a big fracture. I think that's broken in half. Adorable. Like a little lamb.
He's so tiny.
Emergency vet Lisa Chimes will now take x-rays, but she's almost certain they'll confirm Pip has suffered a shocking fracture.
He's in a good place, sweetie. Do not worry.
Consumed with guilt, Judy's daughter Rose is calling to find out just how badly she's hurt her
I'll talk to you
puppy.
about it and I'll let you know exactly what they're going to be doing to him. You just say a prayer for Pip. He'll be fine.
Wow, that is a serious break.
Unfortunately, the x-ray results are going to make Rose feel even worse.
The two fragments of bone are just sitting at right angles to each other where they should be straight. So the only way that's going to get better is with surgery. Pip is a 13-week-old puppy. He's full of life normally, and this life has been snapped out of him with this break. It's just awful.
Jen, we got another one.
In Jules' maternity ward, it's been 3 hours since her first pup was born. At least 10 more are on the way.
This one's come a little bit breech. So let's come back legs first. Not breathing yet. Come on. Oh, yeah. Another one, Jen. Oh, there you go. Just gurgling a little bit.
The puppies are now coming quickly, and Jewel is turning out to be a natural mother.
I'm not surprised at all. She's a good girl.
Oh, Dad. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's time for Token the Dad to have a closer look at his progeny.
call the dog paternity test. Comes the sunrise, Jen.
Good morning. What?
There we go. Yeah, small little one. Come on.
But when the fourth puppy arrives, it is not responding.
Another one. You want to do that one there, Jen? Just break that membrane open. You know, litter this big, it's rare to get them all out alive. And that's what you got to remember, but I've just got to give it every chance. No, I'm not getting anything here.
Chris is trying to save Jules' fourth puppy. It's a tough night for the first-time mum.
You know what, come on.
Despite mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, there is no sign of life.
Sorry, Mum. It's not looking good for this one. It's just a sad reality, unfortunately, Jen. When you have this many puppies inside the womb, one of them ultimately ends up in a bad place where they just can't really grow and get all the nutrients. I think this is the one that's been the case.
It's very good to have Chris here. I'm not sure how I would have coped with that one.
Here's the little boy. Look after him.
I will.
Oh, he's so tiny.
At SASH, it's now time for surgery to try to save 13-week-old Pip's shattered leg.
And is asleep.
The toy poodle's femur was snapped in half after his 11-year-old owner Rose accidentally fell on him.
Pip's got quite a nasty fracture of his thigh bone, and it's just cracked straight in two. So we're going to put a plate and some screws in there to get it together and get it stable.
Surgery on the tiny puppy will need to be precise and quick.
With a little bloke like this, we don't want him on the table for too long, because even with all the heating that we provide, they can get really cold, and we can have all sorts of anaesthetic complications if they do that. So we've just got to be in and out. Pip's bones are just so small, they'd be 6 millimetres wide, and I'm trying to get a 2 millimetre screw into the bone. So there's not a lot of room for error. Because Pip's only 13 weeks old, he's still growing, and as a result I'm going to have to compromise a little bit on how many screws I can put in the bone, because if I put too many in, I'll go across one of his growth plates and that'll stunt his growth.
At the maternity ward, daylight has arrived. One puppy has not survived, and there are 7 more to be delivered. Everybody is exhausted. But there is no let-up for the first-time mum.
Oh, yeah, look, here you go. You are going to be trouble, aren't you? There we go. Okay. She wants it over, but it ain't over yet.
No, you do. You take it, Chris.
Jules also increasingly happy just to hand the duties over to me. So, buddy, if you're still here, you know the drill.
Look at little pandas.
It's now 7 hours into the ordeal, and Jules given birth to 10 puppies.
Jules is totally floored by the whole experience, and he's just trying to summon enough energy to push out these last couple of puppies. But the worry I have is that the puppies still inside her have been there for a long time, and that uterus has been contracting for a long time. We need to get them out before they go through any more stress. So I'm going to give her some oxytocin, which causes more forceful contractions of the uterus and just helps her, because right now she's so weak, she's unable to really push them out. It's number 11. Maybe the final one. Going on the sound of you must be a boy. Yes, you are.
After a marathon 8 hours, Jewel can finally relax. One puppy has died, but the proud mum has 10 healthy babies, 7 boys and 3 girls.
Hey, Jewel. You're all done. Okay? You've done your work. Well done, girl.
Which one are you taking?
Not that one, not that one. I'm taking this one. Straight to the surgery to be desexed.
Did you hear that?
There seems to be a valuable member of our birthing team missing in action. I think Dad, Token, clocked out about baby number 5. Hasn't been seen since. You rest well, did you? Good night's sleep? Worry about us. But it's too little too late, surely. All I wanted was one moment with all the puppies. No. After all we've been through. Pretty clear she's a very devoted mum with very little faith in the men in her life. I'm pretty sure I overheard Jen saying how all her hard work was done and now it was all up to Jewel to look after the puppies. Yeah, that's until she has to find homes for 10 puppies.
How about that? You're going to go home soon. This is one day after surgery and he's walking. The leg is fixed.
Pip has made an amazing recovery after his leg was snapped in half. After just 24 hours, the toy poodle can now go home with his family.
Your family's excited to see you. Yes, they are.
It was 11-year-old Rose who fell on her puppy.
I love you.
After blaming herself, seeing Pip again is a huge relief.
We've got to be very gentle when you hold him.
Mom. Hi. Miss it?
Poor Rose missed Pip so much, and when I brought him into the room, the look on her face, just priceless. And I know she is just going to look after him from now on.
How are they going?
They're great.
When Jewel delivered puppy after puppy, I really had my concerns that she'd actually be able to feed all of them. But I turn up today, they're not just surviving, they're thriving, they're fat. She's done an amazing job.
4 weeks later, and the puppies will soon be ready to leave their mum. One of the new owners, Alan, just can't wait.
I think she's adorable. I don't know, when I first saw her, I knew that I had to have her.
When you consider the start of Jewel's adventure with this unplanned pregnancy was far from ideal, the ending now with all those puppies having fantastic homes like Ellen's, that's a nice outcome.